My name is Evan Vourazeris, and I am an actor on a hit Netflix show called Ozark. I play Tuck. My character has Down syndrome. I want to tell everybody, AIM program will help you get to live on your own and to have your own place.
Deep down, I thought it would be nice if Gracie could have some independent living or some arrangement like that, but I just didn't see that as being a really viable option.
Hector and I were planning to get a single-family home in our neighborhood and set Christina up there. And one of the other moms, Suzanne Shepard, said, "It's an interesting idea, but before you do that, you might want to look at Mission Project in Kansas and see what they did. They built the community of people by embedding in an existing apartment complex. And it leaves a very vibrant role for parents to remain hands-on and involved in the community. But it has that communal aspect where your young adult isn't living isolated." And given that I'm prone to getting excited easily, I started telling people, this is what we need to do in Austin, let's make this happen. And I thought people would say, that's a boneheaded idea. But instead, everybody said, that's a great idea. We need that to happen in Austin.
Well, Ashley Sanchez called me and wanted me to consider this. And I honestly thought she was crazy. I mean, I thought, the idea of Gracie and a roommate living at an apartment by themselves, I really kind of thought was beyond what we could accomplish. But I felt like sometimes you have to try things, and you can't always eliminate all the risk for your kids.
Well, I started here by January 10th of 2015. I've been living here with my roommate, Christina.
I have a roommate. It means everything to me. Living out here is such a big deal, and I love it.
Well, we do a lot of stuff together. I just have a lot of fun with my roommate. We get along just well. I love my life.
She's always expressed to me that she wanted everything in life that the rest of her friends had. They went to high school and they graduated and they went to college and then they got apartments and they lived on their own and they got jobs. And so I thought this was a good opportunity for her to experience that in a safe environment.
One thing that's funny, when they were first building these apartment buildings here, and Alicia was working for a veterinarian not far from here, and we drove past here every day taking her back and forth to work. And she would say, "Oh, those are so pretty. Someday I'm going to live there someday, Mom. I'm going to live there someday, Mom." And I said, "Well, Alicia, that's, that would be nice. That would be nice." But you're thinking, man, that's really going to be a stretch. That's probably not something that's going to happen. And here she is.
The location of the project is so important from the standpoint of choosing an apartment complex that's big enough that there are typical folks, families, all kinds of folks all around, and there's a grocery store that's walkable. Hopefully a gym or fitness facility that's walkable. A bookstore that's walkable. The main piece of locating the apartment complex is one that allows the residents to walk to where they need to be, especially their jobs.
I think that all of the participants that I work with truly love having a job and being able to use that money to do fun things like go grab a slice of pizza at the local pizza place. The ability to be able to do this on their own is truly what I think that empowers them and makes them truly feel proud to get up and go to work.
I really love my job. Everybody that I know, my job now, makes me inspired, makes me happy.
I have a job at the Sonesta Hotel, and I greet people when they come out for breakfast, and I bust their tables, and I help set them up for dinner.
And I'm a cashier now because I decided to change it up a bit and challenge myself and see if I could do it.
I like working at Panera and wiping down the tables and cleaning the floors and getting paid and meeting new friends.
She ended up getting a job with a department store to help them with their stocking of the floor. She didn't think she was going to like that at first because it had something to do with fashion, and she really wasn't interested in that. But I said, "Oh, just go and give it a try, and you're probably going to like it." And she just loved it. It's like, "Oh wow, I found what I like to do."
She's basically everything you could want out of an associate. She's a good hard worker with a great attitude. She's been here over a year with us, and over that time, she's just grown exponentially, almost to the point now where she's thirsty for challenges. Everything that we have her do is become second nature to her now.
Many of us in the disability community often say the hardest hurdle our children face are the attitudes, the very limiting, low expectations that they constantly encounter among society at large. And for them to be living in an apartment complex in this way, largely on their own with such independence, I think allows everyone in this complex to realize higher expectations are truly appropriate.
I think that if people are living here and they're seeing people with disabilities walking around, going into their own apartment, I think that's great, and I hope they see there is so much possibility for people who do have disabilities in general.
One of the things that's been most exciting about AIM's successes is that it's ordinary life.
They can be pretty normal and lead pretty normal lives.
The only reason people see special needs limited is because they don't know them on a personal basis.